Here, this is my Monday trade here. It was a Monday. This just went starting the week. Sorry, it was on Tuesday. Sorry, because I think on Monday no trade. Monday no trade, and then so the reason I took this trade was that I took this sell because on a daily time frame we have a type of we have a type of flag pattern printing right on the daily time frame. You can see. So you can see we have type of higher high and lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Alright, this is lower high, and which is supposed to have another bearish drop to this support zone, support line, but throughout this week the market is unable to continue this downtrend. On Thursday we have a mitigation to this fair value gap that was created here. That was created before. That was last week, I think, right? We have a fair value gap right here, which was created. All right. So, and then what happened on Thursday? We have a mitigation to this zone. Let's remove this. So we have a mitigation to this fair value gap, tapping into this other block, the breakout block, rather. And then on a 4-hour time frame, we have, I think we're having some a support zone right here. A support zone which market has been trading in that range during the week. So what happened was that until on Monday, I think I give the time to the market so that it can really give me some because I don't really like trading on Monday. Monday is a type of manipulation day to me, though. So I didn't take any trade on Monday. That's on Tuesday. So, and in the midnight, I saw this bearish move, which was a change of character right here, which we have a change of the character here, right? So, this inducement that was on a lower time frame, and there's an inducement here on a lower time frame. So, what happened was that after taking out this liquidity of this endorsement, we expect another a trade. I mean, like market coming, taking out this liquidity here. So we expect the market to push higher, creating another breakout structure since we were in an uptrend, right? So, but market was unable to even come above this high, taking out this high. Alright, so that was the reason why I took my sell right from here. That was on Tuesday. So that was the reason why I took this trade on Tuesday, and I set my entry order then, and I took all this bearish movement all throughout the morning, because living in Europe, that was in the Asian session during this time, the GMT. Alright, so 8 a.m. Or the TP was, my take profit was smashed. That was a minor risk to the world, 1 to 6. That was 1 to 6. So let's drop down to 2 hours time frame. That was 2 hours time frame. And then on Wednesday, that was in the morning. That was near London session. That was the GMT time, right? So what happened was that why I took this buy was that the market, after tapping into this supply level, right? I think I missed the move from this zone. If I could have taken this trade from this zone, I could have been at least having some better profit. But at least before the market take a reverse, you see, would have been at least some reward from this trade, out of this trade. But fortunately, I was 8 a.m. I think 8 a.m. when I get up. The London time, that was GMT, right? So I saw this engulfing candle, right? Engulfing candle. So if you go to the level 1 hour time frame, you can see this each move on a bullish move right on this. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame and see. So you can see, we see a morning star here. So this morning star that was giving me the interest of taking this trade on Wednesday, and then giving my stop loss I think slightly below here. And then look at this hammer candle. The hammer candle also showing a bullish buy power, right? So that was the reason why I took this trade right on this candle. I took the trade on this candle, on this bullish candle. So fortunately, the market gets rejected, and then giving me another pattern right here, showing another pattern right here, You can see an evening star here. So look at the indecision candle after this bullish engulfing candle. Then we have another indecision candle. Then we have another indecision. After that, we have this engulfing bearish candle, giving us another evening star. So you can see there. So that was on Wednesday, I think afternoon. That is New York session. So I decided to take another entry here, then setting my stop loss slightly here, and then the market hit my TP. So that was on Wednesday in the morning. That was in the London session. The market take me out, and then the New York session I try again, because I trade 2 times a day. So this is how this went on Wednesday. So then on Thursday, on Thursday, sorry. So in the morning, I think I took this trade. Meanwhile, why did I have to take this trade was that the reason I took this trade was, if I go to daily time frame, because the London session, when I woke up, that was in London session. So I discover, look at the candle here. Look at the candle I mentioned today. I mentioned earlier. You can see. So on the daily time frame, this candle tap into this fair value gap. All right. So even though I know this trade was supposed to all this accumulation here, it should be a strong bearish. This is supposed to be a bearish movement, right? Because you can see what we are having a flag pattern right here that's printing, that is creating right here. But we know gold sometimes. Gold is a type of crazy pair sometimes. So normally we shouldn't be looking for a buy opportunity right here on this zone, because why? We are in a bearish movement from this zone according to what is printing here. All right. So, but me as a day trader, also it is scalper, so that is why I'm taking all these trades, right? So what happened was that now on the daily time frame, I saw this rejection candle after tapping into this imbalance internal liquidity here. So that was in the London session when I woke up. As of on Thursday. So you can see on the 4-hour time frame. Sorry. I saw this rejection candle was rejecting. Then I go to the dollar index. on the dollar index, what happened was that I saw this drop that was dropping on the dollar index, because after the dollar when the dollar index open, when it's open, it gapped up, as we can all see. It gap up, open above. So meaning that it has to trade all the way back to fill up this gap, right? As a trader, I think we all know that. So that was what gave me this confidence, added to my confidence on Thursday morning on the London session. The reason why I took this trade, because the dollar index also was selling. All right, so I took the trade, and then the trade went so quite good. It went well. All right, today what happened was that I move down back to 1 hour time frame. So what happened was that in the New York session, when I woke up, because I usually trade London and New York session. Sorry, London and New York session, right? So we have this zone as our demand level, right? I think we can all see. We have this zone now is our demand level normally, all right? Because why? Market has been really, look at, after breaking out of this support zone, it went back above, and the closing above the support turning resistance. All right. From here, I was expecting to sell from this zone before. I was expecting to sell here on this, because why? After breaking this, the break of structure. I mean, change of character. As you can see, this is a change of character. So I could have been looking for a sell opportunity here. Right? So, but when I went to check on the dollar index, I see this gap up, right? Coming back to gold, then now this change of character, they taught us that after we have a change of character, then we know that market will always go back higher. I mean, like going back to make it to the leg that changed the character, right? Like at least to maybe if we are having any fair value gap or an order block in between the leg that changed the character. So if you go to our 4 hour time frame, I think we should be having one. All right. So this is it here. If you remove, let me remove this, put this aside, and then you put this aside. I usually leave all this my trade entry, all my trades, so that at the end of the week I can see where I make some mistakes, and I should know how all my trade went throughout the week, right? So now the change of character that happens here, leaving this bearish engulfing with a strong bearish candle closing below this change of character, we can see. Then now we don't have any fair value gap, and there's no any other block, though we can say there's another block here, but it does not really, there's nothing like a fair value gap, because for an order block to be powerful, where it needed another imbalanced price, I mean like a fair value gap to accompany it. All right, so that is what is taught. But fortunately, we didn't have any fair value gap here, nothing fair value gap here. So I took my Fibonacci level. From this high, I take it to the lowest point. All right. Now we see that we have the 50% Fibonacci level. We can see. All right. So if we go back to the 1 hour time frame, because I'm a day trader, and again I don't actually take my trade in between. I don't like using lower time frame than lower than 1 hour or 30 minutes. That is the reason why I'm using this 1 hour sometimes. So I don't like using 15 minutes, 5 minutes. All right, because I'm more convenient using 1 hour for my entry, or 30 minutes. If I go too lower, that is going to be 30 minutes. I don't use any lower time frame than this. All right, so we can see this is the 50% Fibonacci level included a 61%. All right. So instead, we should be looking for I should be looking for a sell opportunity right from this zone, according to the terminology, according to the study, right? So and then we should be targeting the previous low. All right. So, but what happened was that we can see that this place, it is aligned with our 50% Fibonacci level. All right. And again, a change of character again. Yeah. Right. So instead of me looking for a looking for a sell opportunity here. So, but when I got to the dollar index, so that was why I went to the dollar index, and I saw that movement that was being happening here on Thursday, right? So that was the reason why I changed my bias from a sell opportunity then to a buy. That was the reason why I took my buy from I think from somewhere from here. I took the buy. All right. So that is how my trade went on Thursday. And then what? I took my profit. My target was above here. Yeah, above the previous day high. That was my target. But I think I took my profit right here, somewhere here. I took my profit somewhere here. That because we're already getting to. There was a news yesterday, which was being expected yesterday, and it was already getting to the New York session. That's already New York session open. So, and then we have another block here on a 2 hours time frame. If you go to 2 hour time frame, we have another block here, which was being created, and again fair value gap here. All right. So since I already meet my target, so I decided to close my trade here, which one I said my buy position, right? The buy position. So I closed it right there. That was where. So I was waiting for the New York session to mitigate this level. All right. I was expecting New York session to come back to mitigate this zone here, and then the fair value gap here. But fortunately, what happened? It didn't get to that zone before rejecting back above higher. So, but over the midnight, was the Asian session. Then we see another falling from that zone again, coming back to mitigate the zone. You see what I was expecting yesterday. So now today, this was when the London opened, London time. So since I was expecting the price to mitigate this level, taking out this imbalance here, and again we're having a support. It's our support zone, and again a demand level for that matter. So that was the reason why I took this buy. I took the buy, and then my stop loss is just slightly below here. You can see. So I hold this trade, and the market was just ranging all throughout the day, since London New York session until New York open. Market was just ranging. So I don't know what to do. I was speechless. Bro. So that is how my trade went this week. On this trade, I make a loss. It was already giving me some profit here, and I was about breaking even. I was about breaking even the trade, but my mind was telling me no, because it's too tight. It's too the pips is too tight for me to break even the trade. It's too tight, as we all can see. It's too tight. If I did that, if I could have break even the trade here, it could have been better. But that is not really a discipline, It's not really good as breaking even on that at that zone. Does not really worth it. It doesn't worth it. So you have to give the market a breathing space sometimes, because sometimes the market can take you out, eating your break even, and then soar higher. Higher. It's going to soar. Like trading higher after stopping you out. So that was the reason why I keep on holding this trade. My entry. So then later, this is how I see the market coming. This bearish candle. very strong bearish candle trade again below, taking me out. After taking me out, now we see this trading high again. This is so funny, guys. This is so funny. Now we see another. I'm just so confused today, bro. I don't know, I'm just speechless today, bro, to be honest. So now that is all for this week. So what I'm expecting now is for next week. Let me delete all this. Let me delete all this. Let me delete it. Let me delete all this so that we can have a clear chart. So next week, I think I want to see, as you can all see, we are having a lower high. The market is creating it. So but now we are seeing this. Now we are seeing this lower high, and then lower low. This lower low didn't meet up with this. It didn't break below here, because at least if when we are in a downtrend, we should be seeing, at least we should have a break of structure. You see, we can have here, we have break of structure, but here now we are unable to create another new low here. So that means next week I want to see the market taking out this low, then before trading it higher. Because for this week now, even though I know that we are in a flag pattern, but I don't know what gold is really doing. I don't really know what gold is doing these days. So you know, gold sometimes it's unpredictable. All right, it's unpredictable, or this might happen, taking out this low, then trade higher, taking out all the sellers that have been here. All right, all the sellers that have been here, sitting right here, is going to take them out. Above here also here, taking out all the liquidity of the previous week. All right, then after we're gonna see a rejection back inside here. Then we have to, from here now, we start seeing another drop, because on the higher time frame we still have an interesting zone here. It's an interesting zone here. We are still having it. On the daily time frame, we can see that we have a sell-side liquidity here. This zone, it is an very value gap and also other block on the daily time frame. So we are still expecting market to get this level, this zone. So but if next week we see, it happened to a candle happen to close above here, and I see a very strong bullish candle closing above here, above the zone here. That means for next week we'll be bullish. We're gonna be bullish. But I'm still expecting the price to mitigate this previous high. Even if it's gonna trade lower, this to happen. Should take out this previous week high and then drop. If not, then we should start seeing another buy opportunity. Look for another buy opportunity right from there. So that is it, guys, for today, for this week rather. So I hope you enjoy my video. Please kindly support my channel by giving a thumbs up, and if you are new to this, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please kindly subscribe and comment, share to your friends, so that this can, keep me motivated. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and I'm gonna see you in my next videos. So peace out, guys. Peace out.